on, Mikey? How you living, bro?
Hey, man, I can't complain, bro.
Yeah, I'm glad you made it out here, man. It's been a minute. You know what I'm saying? We talk about doing this for like you said, like 100 years.
Like 100 years, my G, 100 years.
Yeah, we finally out here now, though. So what's going on, man? For those who don't know, you know what I'm saying? You from the 757 originally, but you out in LA now, correct?
Yep.
So can you just give people just idea of what you do?
So, a couple years ago, probably, I don't know, 3 or 4 years ago, it was myself, Carter, Greg, I'm gonna just name everybody, Reggie, and Jay Melendez, Huey. Everybody know him as Huey. There's a lot of other people. You know what I'm saying?
You just bring it a little bit closer.
Bring this closer. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So we're right here.
You can pull it towards you a little bit.
Oh, like this?
Yeah, that should be good.
All right, straight.
Yeah, no, you straight.
So just start over, or
no, you're good. No.
No,
we're gonna roll through it. Nah, it's all natural, man. Everybody gonna get it all natural, like they all here.
So those dudes, they helped me start the brand, Mikey Roxx brand. So that's when everybody kind of knew me, having the clothing line, Mikey Roxx brand, and having the shirts, and we had slides, and we had everything like that, right?
Right.
And for the next, probably from 2011 to 2016 is how long I had the brand.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And then from that's how everybody kind of knew like who I was and what I was doing. Everybody was like, yo, it's that dude that do clothes, or like, that's Mike Roxx, or,
right.
Everybody started calling me that. And then, it kind of stuck. And then I was just known for like the fashion, you know what I mean? But, I had to shout those dudes out, because without them, a lot of this wouldn't be possible, you know what I mean? And
right.
R.I.P. Reggie, that was my dog.
Definitely R.I.P. man, for sure.
So that's pretty much the background of like, from there to now.
Okay. So why LA?
So I didn't even know if I was moving to LA, to tell you the truth. So it was 2016, it was April, graduated from ODU. I was on Snapchat, and I remember I was talking to my homegirl Desiree, and she was like, "What you gonna do when you graduate?" And I'm like, I don't even know. And everybody's like, "You gonna do the fashion thing?" You know what I mean? And I'm just like, man, I don't even know. So around that same time, my homie Chris hit me up, Chris Latouche, and he was like, "Yo, you want to make something for Puff?" And I was like,
damn.
What? Like, Sean Combs? Puff Daddy? You know what I'm saying? Can't stop, won't stop. I'm like, yo. So he was like, yeah. So I didn't believe him at first, And I was kind of like, all right, it's whatever. I don't know what this is. And it turned out to be like a real situation. So, once I did the jacket and everything, and, sent it to Puff, and, he said he got it. In my mind, I was like, man, maybe I should move to LA. I mean, it's the first big opportunity I ever had, so I was kind of considering it at the time, So I'm talking to her, and I was telling her about that and everything, and then I literally put in the message, I was like, yeah, man, I think I'm gonna just move to LA. I'm gonna design for, I'm going to design for celebrity clients. I'm gonna start my own brand, and I'm just gonna see how it goes.
Okay.
I literally put that in the message. It probably wasn't word for word, but I put something similar to that in the message. Okay. And all of that shit happened. I ended up graduating, and the first job I applied for, USC. I got hired there, and from there I knew like LA was like the place to be, like just from just all the events that happened up until that point. You know what I mean? So that's when I knew like, that's the play. You know what I mean?
Okay. So can you tell me a little bit about LA and, just the culture there, and, any encounters that you had out there, like as far as, because I mean, obviously it's teaming with celebrities, what I'm saying? Yeah. So kind of, can you give us a backstory as what a life in LA is like?
Man, it's a very interesting life, bro. Like the first day I was there, I got out the plane for my interview at USC, bro. So I got out the plane, And I'm looking around. I'm like, yo, I've never seen Los Angeles before until I got there. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, man, this place is beautiful, yo. The weather. I'm like on campus. I'm like, yo, it's like I was in a movie. I felt like Nick Cannon drumline. Like that's how I felt. And I ended up getting hired that night. We went out to dinner, me and the team, and I knew I was gonna get hired because one of the top dudes started talking about strip clubs, and I'm like, oh nah, I'm hired. I'm in there, right? I'm in there. Right. So I get a message that basically say you hired. So later that night, my homie Chris hit me up and he was like, yo, we about to go to this party. So I'm like, all right, cool. He's like, how long you in LA? I'm like, just for the day. And then they fly me out tomorrow. So we go to the party and it ended up being Kendall Jenner's birthday party.
What?
Yo, so my first day in LA.
That's crazy.
I'm going to Kendall Jenner's birthday party, right? So I'm like, yo, this is crazy. So I still got my interview. I didn't even bring no going out clothes because I was just going to go and leave. So I had on my interview outfit. You know what I'm saying? And I'm in there looking like an agent. I'm looking like I'm somebody's lawyer. So I ended up meeting a bunch of people, man. I met Kim. I met Drake's dad for the first time.
Oh, wow.
And it's crazy because I ended up meeting Drake's dad again, like later on.
He just be in random places, bro. Like, like he just pop up. You be like, oh, that's what's his name?
OG Dennis.
Yeah.
Yo, yeah, that was crazy, bro. OG Dennis is in the building, and then Travis Scott was performing. He was a guest performer.
Okay.
Kylie was there too at the time, which was kind of crazy because now they together, right?
Right.
So I remember Kim just walking in, bro, and like I've never felt the famous of somebody. Like she walked in and it was like a presence of like, yo, she's famous, bro. Like you can feel how famous we should. Right. Yo, like so that was dope. Just to be around. You know what I mean? Just checking out. And I met Travis, and we chopped it up. We actually hung out that night.
Word.
Yeah, we hung out. It was me, Chris, and Benjamin Kicks. And we were all at the Sky Tower in LA. And you know what I'm saying? That was my first night in LA, bro.
Word.
So, the just being on the scene and being around those people, bro, it's easy to connect with people. And it's easy to kind of see what it's like to be in those environments. You know what I'm saying? Without being, without fanning out. Right. Some people just fan out. But, like, if you could keep it together and just look at it for what it is, you can benefit.
I feel like if you look at them, because, at the end of the day, we all bleed the same. We breathe the same air. You know what I'm saying? Yep. They just went a different course. They did things differently. They applied themselves differently. You know what I'm saying? Now they in the limelight. You know what I'm saying? But we see the limelight portion, then we can't, discern the person from the fame. Right. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, exactly. that's dope. So what's Travis like? Is he like, do he be wilding out like a person like he do be at the shows or?
Yo, so I'm gonna give you a clip that you can put in this.
Okay, word.
So I'll give you a clip.
Okay,
so,
dope.
Literally, yo, we was standing there and he was probably like from me to you. He was performing at the night, Yo, he was going off, yo, and it was just like the energy. It was super crazy, bro. He really did his thing. He was super chill, man. He was just really cool dude. Like he wasn't like standoffish or anything. He was like really chill. And we had a lot of fun that night, man. It was dope.
Word, that's dope, man.
Yeah,
that's real cool. So you said you met with Puff Daddy, right?
Yeah.
Okay, how would that go?
Yo, so the first time I met Puff, yo, was after all that stuff happened with the Bad Boy tour and everything. It's like I was like, yo, I gotta meet. It's the only way I gotta meet him to finish this whole thing off. So I get an invite to his crib. You know what I'm saying? Super Bowl weekend, and I go. You walk in, Maybachs. It's the real deal, baby.
Right.
And I walk in, man, and I remember seeing Cara Delevingne for the first time. And I'm like, yo, because I'm like, yo, I love what you did. That campaign you did with Pharrell, blah blah blah. Yo, so she looking at me. And she just kind of rolls her eyes and like walks away.
Damn.
I was like, yo, that's crazy. I'm like, damn, she probably won't even remember this. So then I was like, all right, Cool, you know, I'm walking around the party,
Mm-hmm.
and you know, I'm looking for my homegirl Stacy, and my homeboy Ty.
Mm-hmm.
So my homeboy Ty was there, and my homegirl Stacy. So I'm looking for my homeboy Ty, but I see my homegirl Stacy. So I'm like, "Hey, yo, Stacy," and I guess she didn't even know, but yo, she was standing right behind Mary J. Blige. Like,
what?
Yo, so I was like, "Hey, yo, Stacy," and then Mary J. Blige turns around, and like, yo, I was just looking at her in the face, and she was looking at me. And then she was like, "Oh, I like your jacket." And then she gave me a hug. She was like, "Oh, so she gave me a hug, bro." And
crazy.
I was frozen in time, dog. I was like, "Yo, what?" So, yo, I'm actually hanging out with Mary J. Blige now, bro.
Yeah.
So I got the footage for you. So I'm hanging out with Mary J. Blige. We watching the Les twins dance, and it's like a circle. Everybody's dancing. You know what I'm saying? Chris Breezy, he doing his thing. Christian, he doing his thing. And then Mary J hops in. And I'm like, wow, I'm really standing right here while she doing her famous dance. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, you know, the party's going on or whatever. So I ended up relocating by the DJ booth. And I was talking to Christian, Puff's son or whatever. So I'm talking to him. He dancing or whatever. Everybody having a good time. Chris Brown's DJing, a.k.a. Chris Brown's playing all of Chris Brown's music.
Okay.
So he played some unreleased music from the album that was about to come out.
Oh, dope.
So I'm like, oh, that's a vibe. So he comes down, and I'm standing like here. So he comes down, he stands beside me. I'm like, yo. I was like, yo, that's crazy. So I was like, so I turned to him, yo, man. I'm like, yo, the song was dope. So from looking at us, he like this, and I'm talking. So it looked like we know each other. But the whole time, I'm just telling him that the song was dope and everything. He was like, all right, thanks, man. And then we pounded it up. He went back to smoking a cigarette. I just went back texting him my phone. I never looked up. So I look up, yo, and then all these eyes, bro, are like looking at me, bro. And I'm like, yo, party just got strange, my G. So that's everybody crazy. Thought like that was my man's.
Right.
So I was just chilling. So these girls come up, bro. It's these really bad like Brazilian joints. So they were just different ethnicities, bro. It was like 10 of them. They come up, bro. The first one came up to me. She was like, she's like, yo, we ready to go. I was like,
ready to go. What you mean?
I took that young Uber here. I don't know what. You know, y'all think I'm with Chris? Oh, okay. Yeah. He got a Lambo. You know what I'm saying? Right. So they're like, you ready to go? She introduced me to her friend. She like, this is such and such. This is such and such.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yo, is this what it's like to be Chris Brown? I feel you, Lil Dicky. I feel you.
I like that.
So I'm like, yo. So Chris is standing there, so he's obviously seeing what's happening. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then his homie Cinco is there too, so they seeing what's going on. Now, in this moment, this is a real nigga moment. So I was like, yo, I could just go along with it, or I could be a real one and be like, yo, you know, this is who you really want.
Right.
It's not me. And that's what I did.
Okay,
I was like, yo, Cinco, I think these girls trying to leave with Chris, bro. And you know what I'm saying? I didn't want to say that to Chris. But I was like, yo, I think these girls trying to. And he was smiling because he saw it. And he was like, so Chris, you know, he had his glasses on or whatever. So he's like, he's just scared at all of them. Puts his glasses back on. We pounded. He like, all the homies, all the girls, everybody just moved, left. It was like, yo, it was crazy. He was just one hand, bro. Like, he was like, yo. They all left, took all the girls.
That's crazy.
So I'm like, I'm laughing to myself because I'm still standing there. I'm laughing to myself. I'm like, yo, that was wild, yo. Nobody would ever believe this happened to me, bro. Like, how would anybody even know this ever happened, bro? I'm like, yo, this is crazy. So, guess who appears out of nowhere?
Who?
Cara Delevingne, yo.
Cara Delevingne.
Yes, bro. She comes out of nowhere. So she comes out of nowhere. She walks up to me. She says, "Oh, hey, friend, I like your jacket."
What?
Yo, in my brain, I'm like, yo, you literally just swerved me. And I was just trying to give you a compliment earlier. I wasn't even trying to holler. I was just trying to give you the compliment and you swerved my shit. She talking to me and she's like, yeah, you know, what you do and stuff. And then she just asked me a bunch of questions. I'm like, yo, this is crazy. She's like, I'm about to go inside. She's like, I'll catch you at the end of the party or whatever. So I was like, yo. So she goes inside, and I'm standing there. I'm like, yo, this is a crazy night. I turn around and it's the food table. So I turn around, and then Ray J walks up.
What? Yo, you just got all kinds of people just coming out of the blue, man. Like, that's crazy.
Yo, Ray J walks up and like, yo, you had some of that lasagna? And all I could think about was I hit it first. Yo, all I could think about was I hit it first, dog. And I was like, oh, no, I ain't had it yet. I'm about to get a plate though. So me and him is getting lasagna together. So
that's crazy.
He gets the lasagna, walks off. I'm eating lasagna. I'm done, whatever. He finished it. He comes back. He's like, yo, lasagna was banging, right? I said, yeah, that was crazy. And I was like, yo, this is nuts. It was just a crazy night, bro. It was just a crazy night, dog. Like, that was literally top 5 moments ever, bro, in LA. Top 5, G. Like, definitely number 1.
That's crazy.
I had to say it was number 1.
That's dope, man.
Yeah.
That's super dope.
Thanks,
okay.
G.
Yeah, man. Wow. So you got like a website or something for like your clothes or anything?
Yeah. So NicoSuper.com. Nico Super is my agency.
Okay.
Nico just means something. So I didn't want to put website somethingdope.com.
Right.
So I tried to find a word that represents in a different language. So in Czechoslovakian, Nico Uneko means something.
Word. Okay, that's dope.
So something super.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
I like that.
So that's my agency, and you can go up there. You can see all my work, and you can see everybody I work with, and all the different stuff.
Okay,
on the site. You know what I'm saying? So people could just check it out.
Word. Okay, definitely. Okay, so you went to LA. You was gonna start your brand up at LA. So where is your brand at now? And what are you doing? Because you do other things aside from fashion, correct?
Yep.
So can you give some insight as to what that is?
Right. So, the fashion, it just expanded. Instead of being Mikey Roxx brand, the clothing line, it became Michael Roxx, the brand. You know. So I started getting access to these different companies like DC Comics and like Disney and and Nike and Adidas. It was just I had to separate myself from what I was doing at USC because that was one thing. College sports, XYZ, NCAA, blah blah blah. Once I quit, I was like, man, I'm gonna work on branding myself and creating the vision that I want for myself. And I ended up getting on this show called Lace Up.
I've seen that.
Lace Up sneaker series.
Yeah. In
2016 spring, we filmed this spring. It dropped in the fall of 2016, and that is going through that whole experience with Adidas and just like designing sneakers and stuff. I knew like, okay, it could be so much more opportunity in this, and that opened up the doors for the companies that I just named, and it opened up a bigger door with Nike, They came and and they considered me a sneaker influencer, and they came to my apartment, sat down, we chopped it up in my living room just like this. Okay. And they talked to me about the new stuff they had coming out, and they let me do a special edition Nike ID shoe. And I probably never wear it. I probably just keep it, just as a gift.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because I got the little note and everything with it. I just keep it in the box. I haven't even tried them on. I don't even want to put them on. Like it's just dope, like man. One of those dope. Things. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But like it just opens up to a lot. Opened me up to a lot more markets to market myself as a creative, as a freelance contractor, as I could build this empire based on my name. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Versus me filling out a bunch of applications and trying to get into place. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I'm happy that I actually got to experience that part. Before I moved into, the next part of that, which is more long-term stuff. Right,
definitely. So you got any deals or any signings with any corporations or businesses or anything like that out in LA?
Yeah. So 2019, I'm working with Nike or something. Mm-hmm. So actually, Nike store in Pasadena, they're gonna let me deck out the store.
Oh, they're letting you design the actual store.
No, well, like furniture.
Oh, word.
So, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So putting
dope.
in like 2 ottomans,
Okay.
Doing 2 rugs, and like a bean bag. So it's like in their like their sportswear section with the dressing room and stuff. They got a little lounge area.
Oh, okay, I got you.
So they giving me product placement for that, and then
So your brand's placement, correct? So you're like designing the actual furniture itself with your brand.
Yep.
Okay, that's dope.
Yep. I just can't use no swooshes, you know. But that's only because previous to that I was doing. I'll get to that. So I'll say that for later.
Word.
So Nike, I just signed on All Def Media for a graphic design position, contract, helping them rebrand. They're doing a whole new direction with the company. After Russell situation happened.
Right.
So I'm also working with this other company, Zero Gravity. They is a accessories company. So I'm getting more into designing like laptop cases and phone cases and little trinkets and stuff for like everyday accessories. Like stuff that you find at like Urban Outfitters and Forever 21.
Okay.
So I'm doing more design like in that way, going more corporate.
Okay. Word.
And obviously I'm working with Rocky. ASAP. They got the new tour coming, starting. I think it started on the 7th. Doing production for the merchandise and
nice.
Just making sure everything's cool. So when they go out for print, everybody go to the show, they get their gear. I gotta make sure it's all crispy. You know what I'm saying?
That's dope, man.
Yeah,
that's
appreciate
real dope.
you, bro. For sure.
Yeah, I'm happy for you, man. That's dope, man. I'm definitely proud, man. You definitely are like a hometown hero. With everything you're doing with the fashion and kind of just putting on. I mean, obviously you putting on in your own right, but you still giving back to people over here. Like for example, you coming out here doing a show. You know what I'm saying? That's that's love, man. You're giving back to the community in your own way. Now, I gotta ask you, man. Did you like ASAP's last album, dog?
Yo, So I don't look at it as, because it's different now that you meet somebody and you get to know him and you're like, oh man, it's a cool dude.
Right.
So now the way I listen to his music is different. Because
I got you.
Now I kind of understand what he's trying to do, but I like a majority of it.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying?
word.
I got my favorites. I mean, Fuck Sleep is definitely, when I first heard that song, I was like, wow, it should have been like second to like, the first track that he put out. But, I like the visuals and I see what he was trying to go with.
He be killing the visuals for sure.
Yeah,
definitely killing the visual game.
I only like majority of it, to be completely honest, you know what I'm saying?
No, I feel you on that. At least you be honest.
Yeah, man. A lot of people, I'm not about to, oh yeah, it was great, man. I loved all of it. Like, nah.
Right. Not about to be a yes man.
Yeah. Like, keep it a buck, you know what I'm saying? He keep it a buck.
Absolutely.
He what's up. So, but, ASAP Forever, I like that. I like ASAP Forever. I thought that was dope. You know what I'm saying? But, it's a few up there. Buckshots is dope. It's a lot of songs that is tight, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like a few joints up there.
Word. That's dope, man. That's dope. So you met Travis. You saw Kim. You met ASAP.
Yep.
I mean,
I met Kanye.
Oh, you met Kanye too?
Yeah, I met Kanye, yo.
Damn. What was that like?
Yo, I met Kanye the second time I met Travis Scott.
Okay.
So I got invited to Travis's listening party. And
for Astroworld?
Nah, it was days before the rodeo.
Okay, where?
Days before the rodeo. So days before the rodeo. Was it days before the rodeo?
Was it his last album? His last album was Birds in the Trap Sing McKnight.
Birds in the Trap. Nah, it was before that.
Rodeo was his first. That was his first studio album. Was Rodeo.
So was it Rodeo when he had a song with Young Thug?
Yeah,
Rodeo,
that's
right?
Rodeo. Yeah.
Bet.
Yeah.
Days. What the fuck? What was Days Before the Rodeo?
Days Before Rodeo was out before Rodeo. That was his mixtape.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
So Rodeo, when Rodeo came out, we went to that album listening party, and I remember walking in, see the Maybach pull up. And then you just see Ye come out, like, his Ye walk, and he just darts in, like, just walks in.
Yeah.
And the Maybach just skirts off, like, just, I'm like, I was like, yo, what? Like, what? So I'm inside, and I was talking to Travis. I just walked up to him, I was like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Just chop it up, maybe like 3-4 minutes. And then, then he went around, did his laps around the party. And then I look over, man, and it's just Ye. Like, he's just standing there, you know, talking to fans and stuff. And Travis premieres his video. Dang, what song was that? When he was the toy and he was going through the city.
Oh, yeah. What? Damn. I know what you're talking about. I know exactly what you're talking about. I don't remember what it was called, but
so the video was playing for the first time.
Okay.
And I'll give you that footage too. I look over, man, and there's Ye right there, like not too far from me.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, yo, I gotta say something to the dude, man. And I go up to him. I was like, what's up, Ye, man? What's up, man? He's like, oh, what's up, man? How you doing? He like reaches out, you know, gives me a pound or whatever. And I was like, all right, I don't even want to talk to him no more. I'm out. And I just walked away. I was like, man, that was crazy. Like, just that little interaction was crazy.
Right.
Because that was somebody, you know, I looked up to. Obviously, nowadays, you know, he's a little too opinionated for my taste.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, you know, he's still an icon. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Definitely.
He's still an African American, you know, man living in this society. So I want to down him, you know, because we already being downed. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So
that's facts.
it's okay to disagree with somebody on something.
Yeah, absolutely. And you don't have to. People's issues now is they can't disagree with somebody and be civil. At the same time, they have to insult them and they have to put them down. I'm like, bro, like if you just sit there and look, and like a lot of the stuff, yeah, he is very opinionated, but a lot of stuff he's saying isn't crazy shit like people are making it to be. Like he's actually talking real shit, but like you said, it is very opinionated. So, you know, you gotta take it with a grain of salt. Some people may not particularly like it, agree with it, but I don't know. At the end of the day, I can see where he coming from with a lot of stuff.
Like it's not as bad as people making it to be.
Right, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? It's bad, but it's just his stuff is out in the public. Right. Probably done way worse stuff that people never seen before.
Oh, no, absolutely.
You know
absolutely. I feel like as every celebrity, man, I feel like they all got like stuff that they could get blackmailed on, man. But
come on, dog.
It just don't come to light.
Nobody leaves out of here clean. Drake voice.
Shout out Drizzy.
Shout out Drake, man. This guy.
Have you ever met Drake?
Nah, man. I want to meet Drake though.
Okay,
man.
word.
He's on my list. I got a list of people that I want to meet, but Drake is definitely on that list, man.
Yeah, I know he be out in L.A., so.
He live in Calabasas.
Right, yeah, that's right. That's right.
Calabasas. Yeah. Not too far from me. So
okay, word.
Maybe we'll go. Maybe we'll cross paths one day. I don't know.
Yeah, no, definitely. Where you out of in L.A.?
I live in North Hollywood.
North Hollywood? Okay, where?
What's that? Calabasas is not that far from North Hollywood.
Okay.
It's just up north.
What's North Hollywood like?
It's cool. I live in the arts district. You know what I'm saying? It's real chill. A lot of creatives, a lot of young energy. A lot of like Instagram people live there. Like one day, I was coming downstairs and I saw my homie and he was like, "Yo, did you know Bundle of Brittany live across the street?"
Oh wow!
I was like, "Really?" Yeah. He was like, "She in the lobby," and then we saw her. She was, you know, paying her rent. I'm like, "Oh wow!" I thought she lived like. I don't know where I thought she lived. Like, she live across the street? What?
That's crazy.
I need to go over there. Nah.
Yeah, right. Like, hey, what's up? My name Michael. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right, yo.
Oh man, that's funny.
Yo, for real, man. I was like, man, for real? That's crazy.
Yeah, that's dope, man. That's dope. So, I mean, that's crazy, man. Like, LA is just like. Just the concept of LA, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's so like everybody thinks Hollywood, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Or legal weed, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like you just go down the street, you know, get you some weed from the dispensary,
exactly.
Roll up, you know what I'm saying? Like it's such a, I don't know how to explain it, like a surreal life, I guess. You know what I'm saying? Like
it is, man. It's nothing like Los Angeles, bro. Like you go there, you know, and it's. You know, it is what it is. You know, like, a lot of people think like when people hit me up, right? They be like, "Yo, I want to come to LA," but yo, I don't want to be on the Hollywood. Yo, I don't want to be Hollywood. I'm like,
why not?
I'm like, you're not just gonna get off the plane and become Hollywood,
right?
You know what I'm saying? Like that doesn't happen. You're gonna get off the plane and you're gonna be like anybody else visiting LA,
right?
The Hollywood part is. When you get into the entertainment business, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
When you get into entertainment, then it's Hollywood. But if you just visiting, bro, you can go to Hollywood and look at sightseeing and stuff like that. But like, you're not gonna get out the plane and then automatically you see celebrities and they're just everywhere, and that's not real. You know what I'm saying? That's not realistic. You go to LA, it's just like going on a vacation to a place that you've never been. Is when you get into on the scene is when you start seeing what the Hollywood really is. You know what I'm saying?
I got you. Or so you got anything coming down the pipe as far as clothing is concerned? Like, you got any releases that you're working on, or any concepts? Like, you know, I know it's winter now, but I mean, in LA, I don't imagine it get too cold. You know what I'm saying? So do you do like winter wear still, or?
Right now I'm working on some stuff. You know, after Rocky wore the shirt in the Gentleman's Journal magazine, that was like the first time I ever got featured in the magazine. Cause you know, when that happened, it kind of like re-energized like my whole thing. Cause I was like, man, you know, I used to just get these shirts printed at Victory Crossing in Portsmouth, you know, DTG. You wash the shirt one time, that joint ashy, you gotta put some lotion on it.
Yeah, that did.
You know? Like, yo, and then you get a physical magazine, and you scroll through the pages, and this shirt that you designed in your bedroom on the computer.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? And so that kind of, and then it's on one of the most influential people when it comes to fashion, period.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? That dude, it's hard to impress that dude, man. He's so specific, yo. So just to even break through and create something that he was willing to wear, it just put me in a whole new mindset of like, yo, I can go higher in. You know what I'm saying? I could go to a level where I have never been before. You know what I'm saying? I have the potential to do that. Right. You know, so it just kind of gave me the focus back, really.
Okay.
You know, like lit that flame, you know what I mean?
Right. That's dope. What's ASAP like?
It's cool, bro. It's a cool dude, bro. Just a rich black dude.
Rich black dude.
Yeah, man. He got his do-rag, you know. Yeah, he's a cool dude. I remember like the first time we met was I first got to LA. Everything happened when I first got to LA. Literally, like anything that happened when I first got to LA has happened again, but on a bigger level.
Okay.
Which is crazy. So it was fall 2016, and I was backstage at Puff concert. It was like all the Bad Boy tour thing. And I made the jacket and everything. Got backstage. I'm backstage with like Vic Mensa. Like, you know, I seen who is the dude that Puff was signed to? I can't even think. But there was so many people back there, though. I saw French Montana was back there. And then I saw Jadakiss, Styles P. Styles P was about to fight the security in the back. It was so crazy, bro. Like, I was just seeing all these people. And I'm like, man, you know, these, like, just a year ago, bro, I used to just listen to these people, you know, and I'm seeing these people. It was weird, you know what I mean? It wasn't like oh my God. It was just like, yo, this is strange, bro. This is really strange. Right. So I see Rocky walk in. You know, it's the first time I ever seen this dude in person. I'm like, yo, he kind of tall. So he walk in, and he like, yo, what's up, man? And remember, he had on like all white. I was like, what's up? And then we were just talking maybe like 2-3 minutes. And he was talking to this other girl. She was like, she worked for some record company, but she was sitting on top of the little speakers. So he was talking to her and me at the same time. And then he was like, all right, little homie, or whatever. And then he walked away. I'm like, little homie. So he walked away. I was like, dang, man, I should have gave that dude my phone number or something, man. I should have given something. And then I was like, you know what? I'll see him again, man. This whatever. I'll see him some other time. And then a year later, bro, I got invited to his crib, and we was just in there kicking ideas, going back and forth. It was crazy, bro. Smoking weed. Like, I was just like, dog, he don't even know that a year ago, bro, we was just
having a normal conversation, right? Yeah, just
I was just a fan, and he was him. You know
right.
And then it developed into something else. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Okay.
Yeah, so
That's real, man. That's dope.
Yeah, it's dope, bro. He a cool dude, man. Kudos to him for just being like a real dude. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Because a lot of people lose sight of who they are when they get into Hollywood.
Yeah, he'll tell you, man. He'll be
stuff.
like, yo, I'm not a celebrity, dog. I'm not a celebrity. I'm just me, bro.
Yeah, it seemed like he been real low key. Like I don't really see much about him like in media or anything like that. Only thing I'll see from him is like some fashion stuff. If you see him on IG or whatever.
Oh, they really protective of his brand. You know what I'm saying? Him. It's really only what he want to put out. You know what I'm saying? Right. So
yeah, I mean, aside from the music, I don't really hear nothing about him.
Yeah, that's it. That's his clothes. That's his fashion.
Yeah, and that's pretty much it.
Right.
That's dope though, man. That's dope. That's what's up.
Yeah, bro. It's crazy, bro. LA's a crazy place, bro.
Okay, word. Well, shoot. I mean, you got anything else you want to add, man?
Oh no, man. I'm here, baby. Any questions?
Okay,
Anybody
word.
you want to talk about? Any any celebrities you want to ask about? I'm here for the questions, G.
Okay, word. Yeah. I mean, I don't think I got any questions. I mean, specifically for any celebrities, but I mean, yeah, definitely. I mean, if anybody else had questions, I mean, I'll definitely be sure to refer them to the podcast. I mean, you talked about a lot. I mean, as far as like celebrities who you've met, I mean, what they're like, what LA is like. You know what I'm saying?
No,
and living in LA, because day to day is obviously different. You definitely have to be there with some kind of purpose. I feel like it'll run you out.
Oh man, so a lot of people go there, they get lost, bro. They get lost. And the girls, they get lost in being in the hills and off, right there off Duhaney. Like, you know what I'm saying? In Beverly Hills, you want to be around, you want to live the life and see the girls and driving the Lambos, and you want to do all that stuff, man. And you can, man, you can, but you just got to know that everything comes with a price.
Absolutely.
You feel me? Like, and I'm not even saying, like, I was out there just living my life, you know what I'm saying? I had to sacrifice certain things to move levels, you know what I'm saying, to move up. It's like, how do you go to LA? How do you go there and you do all this stuff? You get on the show, you're in magazines, you open a store. It's like, what? It doesn't seem like real, but everything is calculated, and I had to give up something for something else. You know what I'm saying? That's just how it worked.
Equivalent exchange. Exchange,
bro. You have to do it. Everybody has to do it. You know what I'm saying? If you want to progress in that way.
Okay.
You don't have to. You could go slow and steady. But if you want to levels, bro, you got to give up certain things. You got to cut off certain things. You got to get rid of certain energies to be able to break free, to keep climbing up. You know what I'm saying? Like, like Will Smith said, man, the best things on the other side of fear.
Yeah, that's real.
And you got to go from thinking like, man, I don't know if I can do this, to, man, what happens when I do it? Or what happens when it actually happens? Like when you do that and then you cross over to that side and then you like, oh man, it wasn't even that bad. Wow. Dang, I should do this a long time ago. But a lot of people get scared away at the initial thought of having to do something that they don't want to do.
Right.
They're like, I ain't got to do that. I got the luxury of just doing me. You know what I mean? And that's not the way to think if you want to be entrepreneur, if you want to be a dancer, rapper, singer, whatever you want to do, entertainer, whatever you want to do, you have to get over that whole being scared, because you'll never progress,
right?
So it's like, that's one of my favorite quotes ever, and I got to meet Will, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, for real?
Yeah, I got to meet Will Smith, bro. It was the craziest day ever, bro. I went to Calabasas. And it's crazy we talking about Calabasas. And I went to Calabasas to see Jaden perform.
Okay, word.
Because we was like in the beginning talks of working on a project with Jaden. And like they was like, yo, come check him perform or whatever. Come check it out. Come to Calabasas. So we go to Calabasas. And I remember I got a little late. I was late. And cause I think I went off on the wrong turn or something, dog. It was crazy. LA, man, you rose. Yeah. I was like, man, what the fuck am I at? So I ended up getting there, pull up to the valet, get out the car, valet talking to me, and I see Jada. And I'm like, oh, yo, that's Jada Pinkett. Oh, shit. She fine as hell. So yeah, I walk over there to her, bro. I'll get out the car, bro. I'm walking that way.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, hey. And yo, she gave me the craziest look, bro. She was like, Edward, if you don't get this out of my face. That's the kind of look she had for me, yo. So I was like, yo. And I was just looking like confused. But Will was watching from the car, yo. I didn't even know that. Because when I looked up, we had eye contact. And yo, instantly I was like, yo, this is Will Smith, yo.
That's
crazy. This Bad Boys 2. Like, nah.
Right.
Fresh Prince. Yo, this I Am Legend right here. She.
Right.
Yo, 7 pounds in the building. So he gets out the car, yo. And he walks up to me. He's like, yo, you good? He like puts his arm around me. I'm like, yo, what? Like, he's like, yo, you good? So I guess he saw with Jada, like, the interaction of it. Because I guess she was kind of tight about something. And I was like, instantly, I was like, yo, can we take this pic real quick? And he was looking around. It was just me, him, the valet dude, and Jada.
The valet dude just standing there.
Yo, it was crazy. His security guard.
Okay.
And I'm like, yo, as a security guard, I'm like, yo, can you take the picture? He was like, no, I can't even move my hands. He was like, yeah, yo, like.
He's like them dudes in Britain with the big ass hats, like just be standing there.
He was just standing there. He was like, I gotta have my hands free just in case I try to do something to Will or something like that.
Oh yeah.
I respected it, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't tripping. I was like, it's cool. So took the selfie and he's like, yo, you going in? I was like, yeah, yo. And he's like, all right, let's go. I'm like, what? So I go over to Will Smith, bro, into the place. They go sit down at their special section. I go find my peoples or whatever, and I met up with Jada's manager, Omar, and I was like, all right. I was like, okay, that was crazy. Then Jada comes out, he performs and everything, and I was like, this is crazy. This is a crazy day. And then I met Willow, and I didn't get to meet Jada that day, but that following November, I met him at Complex Con.
Okay,
and that was the first time me and him had like, you know, an interaction. You know
okay,
and he was just like, yo, man, I want to design this stuff. I'll pay for it. You don't have to pay for anything. You guys are, you know, like he's all his whole peace vibes.
Right,
you know
right.
What I'm saying? And I was like, man, yo, this kid is crazy, man. And, you know, we ended up just having like a brief conversation.
Okay.
And then, you know, it's kind of like how like me and him developed like a little relationship. You know what I'm saying?
That's dope, man.
Yeah, it's interesting, man. I got stories for days, man.
Yeah.
Anything you want to ask about, man? Let me know, man. I got stories for you.
Okay, word for sure, man. Nah, I mean we covered a lot, man. So we're gonna wrap it up with that. But hey, man, definitely shout out to Michael Roxx brand. This is Michael Fletcher. He out here in 757, repping for the 757. He's out in LA. Peep his line. All right, bro. You got anything else you want to add?
Nah, man. Just if you a creative, you know, if you somebody that you want to do something, don't be afraid to do it. Just do it. Don't listen to nobody, because nobody can be you. And at the end of the day, when you look in the mirror, it's gonna be you. When you go to sleep, it's gonna be you. When you make these decisions, it's gonna be you. Absolutely. So why not do something that's gonna be beneficial to you at the end of the day? You know what I'm saying? So
exactly.
That's really all I gotta say. You know, and you know, if any other questions anybody got, they can just follow me on Instagram. It's just Michael Roxx. It's ROXX.
It's gonna be in the video.
Oh yeah,
yeah, I got you. Don't worry, man.
All right,
cool. We on it.
Oh, yeah, you know how they be doing it on shows.
Yeah,
like, yo, you know what I'm saying, Guns and Butter. That's Butter BU1. You be like, yo, what?
Yeah, you know I got you though. But all right, bro, I appreciate you coming out, fam.
Show, bro.
All right, bro.